Quick disclaimer, this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor and nothing here should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risks before investing.
Yeah, hello and welcome back to another Bitcoin update. So let's get started really quickly. It's a weekend, low volume for today. I wouldn't really expect too much movement on the weekend, just kind of sideways action with the holidays here and everything. The new year starting soon, so not much interest in crypto. Only really in silver, gold, and the stock market. Seems like no one really cares about crypto right now, which is just really boring time since the November 21st low. So let's go to the RSI really quick. On the 1 hour, we're still in the neutral. 30 minutes still in the neutral. 4 hour, we're still in the neutral. Daily, we are still in the neutral, as we have been since November 21st. I mean, it's just been a super boring crypto market these last couple of weeks, and honestly, since the October 10th crash, I mean, you could say it really hasn't been the same. So where are we looking ahead? If we go over to this, like we've been tracking in the last few videos, this is from More Crypto Online, his chart. We are in an expected fourth wave bounce, where a C wave should take five wave move up to be able to finish. So it could look something like this was only a 1, 2, 3 wave movement. So maybe this one could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get rejected around the 96,000 area before we head over to a lower support region where we could have a possible relief rally, which we usually get after every bull market before the bear market. But it's all just speculation. That's what we're tracking right now. So if we go into the shorter time frame right here, this chart, same for More Crypto Online. It's a couple days old, but it's around the same price area. Right now the price is at 87,400. So looking at the screenshot, we are still in the smaller support region. If buyers get interested and we hold this support and we push higher, we break above this trend line, our first price target could be 92,816 at the first support zone before we have a possible fourth wave correction, where it can maybe just be sideways price action before we head higher to 96,000 or above. But if we break support, then we could always fall back to this major support region where we could test again for a wave 4. Unless the wave 4 already topped over here, then we could break this support and head lower to here. If we break above support, then it could be a possible relief rally in a B wave before we head lower to the bear market. So that is that for what we're still tracking. If we go over to the fear and greed index, we're still in the fear. It's not unusual to see the fear and the greed index to be low for a little bit of time, like we had in last cycle. I mean, we were in fear from the 12th of May all the way over to the end of July, so a couple months. So when we look over to this move, I mean, I don't expect a decision to be made this weekend. I don't expect anything to be made within a few days. These moves take a couple, they take time to play out. When gold and silver, when all the liquidity is going there, and in the stock market, I mean, it just makes this move obviously really boring. But the crypto market doesn't owe us anything. We take risk. Everyone really takes risk in investments. So this is just how it is, and it can be easy to get frustrated, but It's important to stay disciplined and to follow your trading plan. So what's my trading plan shouldn't be yours, and what's others people's trading plan shouldn't also be yours either. But yeah, this I wouldn't really expect. If we were to head into the resistance zone of the wave 4, I would really expect this to take weeks. Like I said in some of the past videos, maybe we drop lower into this higher into this major support region of 78,960 to 83,132, and then we drop into 2026 before we head for that fourth wave bounce, maybe in February or March. Those aren't exact dates and times. I'm just pointing out that this could take weeks to a couple months for this to play out. So instead of looking at the 30-minute or the 1-minute chart of watching the price go up and down, it's just better just to let these scenarios play out, give it time. You know the support, you know the resistance. If we break support, then it's likely we head lower. If we break minor supports, likely we head back towards this zone. If we break resistance, it's likely a B-wave relief rally. But nothing's guaranteed, obviously. So give it time, let it play out. This isn't unusual to see these things take weeks to months to play out before it happens. So it's important to stay disciplined. It's important to not let smaller time frame price action or noise in the market shake you or make you fearful or greedy or anything like that. Have a plan, stick to it, and be disciplined, but not financial advice, obviously. So if we go to the longs and shorts leverage, right now we have 8 billion shorts compared to about 5.5 billion, about $5.6 billion in longs. For those of you that believe in market manipulation, then it's likely that we would liquidate these shorts first from the 89,000 to the 92,000 region before we head over to liquidate the longs. I mean, if you look at the end of this, 92,500, that would be entering the resistance area that we have for this wave 4. So if that were to play out, then it would make sense for it to. And let's finish up with Bitcoin dominance. Last 30 days, it's just been sideways. Ever since we had that rally in summer, the altcoins have really just been sideways action. I know Bitcoin hit an all-time high in October, but altcoins, they were still, I mean, they weren't at their all-time highs. They were just kind of, or I guess most of them, some obviously there are a few out of the range that did have major moves and all-time highs, but majority with Bitcoin dominance, most of them just kind of stayed to where they were, and kind of when they had that little spring rally. Let me see the exact date. I guess since spring. Kind of since Bitcoin bottomed in April and we had that little spring rally from April to May before we just went sideways, before we went higher in the summer. Most altcoins were similar to what they were in this area as to what they were when Bitcoin hit the all-time high. Obviously with the few that were out of the region, hit all-time highs, and they were a different story. But yeah, with Bitcoin dominance, it's been sideways about since August, September, with a few altcoins that obviously do not follow this and did hit all-time highs, but it's been really boring in the market. Usually when markets get pretty boring, maybe that could fuel a rally, but with gold and silver hitting new all-time highs, S&P 500 hitting new all-time highs. It's all the money and liquidity is going there. So it seems like maybe people just aren't interested in crypto right now, but that doesn't mean that they won't be interested when we have a fourth wave bounce or a B wave rally. That doesn't mean that they won't be interested when Bitcoin bottoms in a possible, if we're following the 4-year cycle of a bear market. Doesn't mean that they won't be interested when we start moving up from that bear market low and we could have good liquidity and fuel for the next rally. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next.